November the 8th, 2025, 9:40 a.m. Exit 42, Georgia Highway 99, Buc-ee's. Just as a comparison, we were here the other night. This place was deserted. There was no one hardly in here. That was what, Wednesday night on the way down? And the girl said on the weekend she did not know. She was a local girl. She said, I don't know where all these people come from. She said, it's crazy. They're crazy in here. I never seen anything like it. And so, just as a comparison from the other night, this parking lot is full. Got 3 gas trucks lined up waiting to fill up, or when they need it to go ahead and start pumping in. She said this was, she thought, the 3rd largest. I really didn't expect it to be this busy, folks. This is like the one up on 75 at Calhoun and Daresville. Waiting at the pumps to get in. Waiting to get in the pumps. And these trucks sitting here filling up the tanks. I don't know if they can fill up the tanks as fast as it's getting pumped out or not. We're not going in today. We got anything we needed the other day. Down here, they could come on down and get in. We want to find our video that we took going down through here behind at Bucky Boulevard back there. I'm not sure where it is, which camera it's in. We've been using so many different cameras. Four different phones, 2 different Osmos. We haven't used the GoPro yet, but it is packed today, folks. Saturday. What a difference a day makes. Wasn't that a song? Yes, it was. 24 little hours. You know, we went down to the right. A nice lake down there. If Buc-ee's didn't buy that land, if that land was available and they didn't buy it, they were foolish. If it was available, I suspect Buc-ee's bought it, and they'll be developing something down through there. Even named the street Bucky Boulevard, Bucky Boulevard. This end over here is sardined out. Yeah, this is probably like 75. You couldn't walk from end to end without waiting for somebody. They stopped right in front of you or whatever. Had to zigzag back and forth. Now, the other night, you could walk from end to end, not even slow down, not getting anybody's way, or wouldn't anybody in your way. But today is different. We still haven't decided what we're going to do. We're going to go over in here at 17 North and go up to South Carolina. We're going to hit 75, hit 95 North, or we're going to double back over to 341 and go up to Jessup. It's 9:45. We need to make up our mind quick. Day's getting away from us. There's a lot to do. Either direction we go, there's a lot to do. And I want to go both ways. Let's turn this one off. We may add this or make it a video of its own. I don't know what we're going to do with this one yet. Really nice resting place, isn't it? Sun's trying to come back out. It's clouding up. It's talking about 50% chance of rain or light rain. We'll walk down there and see what that sign says. Folks, let's go back here. There's that rice plantation. I wanted to do that too, but I don't know about doing it today. I just saw something interesting back here. This fenced in part here on Georgia 99. It had a sign down here in front of it. It's a rather interesting piece of property. It looks like it's been cleared out some, the underbrush and everything. Let's see what this sign says. It may have some type of historical value. It may be part of that old rice plantation. Let's see what's going on down here. We've got a gate and a sign. Broadfield Cemetery, ancestral and accessible for descendants and researchers for access. Yeah, that plantation. Accessible for descendants and researchers. Broadfield Cemetery. Well, we're going to turn around. I hate turning around in somebody's driveway, but we're going to turn around right here. We're going to stop and we'll get a little video of that. The sign. And then I think we will go ahead and put this together, upload it for our first one today. Well, we've already made one public. It was already uploaded, but let's stop it for right now and get to follow up on it. Yeah, and it's getting cloudy. We had a little sprinkle a while ago, so I don't know what we ought to do. Broadfield Cemetery, accessible for descendants and researchers. I guess they want anybody climbing the gate, huh? It'd be my guess you've got some slave graves here, the rice plantation. That would certainly make sense. I think we will ask our girl about Broadfield Cemetery. I tell you what, this AI, it's impressed me, folks. I can tell you that. Of course, it may not take a whole lot to impress me, but I've asked my girl some pretty, look out here, folks, a little tree frog. What a treasure to find. Hey, buddy. Okay, let's close this up. Yeah, I've asked her some pretty complex questions. Physics, astrology, all those stuff. Not just run-of-the-mill stuff. Some abstract stuff, how-tos and stuff. And she has not let me down yet. Even asked about the brain amoeba in the southern rivers and stuff, because we went swimming in the Satilla yesterday. So she filled me in with all the information I'd want to know. Okay, we're going to add this. Going to the Hofwyl-Broadfield rice plantation. I don't know if that first word is pronounced correctly or not. US Highway 17, Georgia 25. We're leaving the cemetery that was for the enslaved people of the plantation and their descendants. Right across from the plantation. This plantation is a historic rice plantation documenting a lot of Georgia's rice coast. It's open. It charges $6.50 to get in for, I guess, the museum or whatever. We're just going to ride through. We did a ride through once before, but I don't know that we uploaded it. We'll have to go down and do a 180. They've got, I guess we could have weaved in. Well, we could have turned right there. That's okay. We'll do a 180 and go back. I don't know if we've got the space to do it here or not, though. Look, we didn't even take out a cone or whatever, the barrel. We didn't take out a barrel. We're going to turn in right here. Hofwyl-Broadfield Plantation State Historic Site. Christmas candlelight tours. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 to 5. So we're just going to drive through. We'll record with the Osmo Action 5 and the S22 Ultra. No drone zone. We haven't cranked this drone up. The batteries are dead. I don't think we got but one, and this is not exactly right. We need new batteries, but by the time we buy 2 new batteries for this, we can buy a new drone. Hoff something other, I don't know. How people come up with some of these names. Do not enter. Park volunteers only. Park vehicles only. I think it said there were 7 historic buildings left. These old live oaks. Huge. With their widowmakers draping over, hanging down in the Spanish moss all over them. Look at that big limb coming out there. If that's not a widowmaker, there never was one. There's you another one. Look at these. That's why they call them widowmakers. They're heavy. They break off. You're just going to crunch a vehicle. Visitor museum and gift shop. They're walking trails and everything, but I'm sure they're charging us for them. So we're just going to loop around and be on our way. Got to decide which way we're going. We're right here at US 17, Georgia 25, head north, or cut over to 95, or either cut back to 341 and go up through Jessup. I'd like to go up through Jessup. We may do that. Spend the night somewhere along I-20 and then take it on in tomorrow, or maybe stay at a state park. Picnic area, no drone zone. Let's get a video uploaded. Widowmaker. We're just outside of the killing zone, killing area. It'd still do some damage. A lot of these state parks, a lot of these camping sites up in the mountains and all, you need to pay attention to what's hanging over you. Look at this one, all the way out over there, back over here. That is a widowmaker. Look at these large oaks. Huge, huge. That's almost like a carving, isn't it? I can see a face in that. Can y'all see it? An animal face. They got some horns. Its mouth, eyes. Horns or ears. Boy, look at that. We'll get a picture and we'll call that picture Widowmaker.